and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
Gaze at a graveyard.
I do.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
You gotta give him that huck and spit on that thing. You get me?
Oh, that sounds so good.
Listen up. The ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper, gang. Wow. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang. Yes. Boy, that is good news.
It is the 23rd day of July, 2024. Happy birthday, Abba Dabba. 22 years old today. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show on a Tuesday morning. 22 years ago today, Abigail Hockey was born. How about that? Lots to get to today. We got Marty Galarnar. We believe we have Mark Rosen and a cast of thousands. Here's some comedy from a guy I found last night by accident on the YouTube. His name is Matt Bronger. Braunger. Matt Bronger. Funny guy. Comedy special is Doug. Here's some of that on the Power Trip Morning Show on a Tuesday morning. Make you giggle. Come on in. I am glad you're here.
Say the obvious, women love balls. They love them. They love testicles and scrotums. They love them. That's nice, you know. But it's weird because they lust after them, like them just by themselves. It doesn't make me feel great, you know, to have a part of my body. Like, I mean, every guy here has been around a bunch of drunk women and they don't know that he's there. They don't care. And they're just like, ugh. Just want to get some sack tonight. I want to get some sweet ball bag. You know, like, come on. Stop. You know, your magazines, ball bag quarterly, and heavy hangers, you know. And women are like, are they real? Like, that's how bad it is. I thankfully was born with big round nuts, but like there's guys who get implants because they feel lesser because you ladies like them big and round. You know?
Smash. Good smack at the ass.
The finish line is waiting. Fate is on your side. You hear the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride.
So no Johnny Bones, 90-minute rain delay last night. Pushed it past his bedtime.
What a whiny bitch.
So Johnny Bones, a late scratch.
How dare he?
Too much
Not
beer.
come into a show he doesn't get paid to come into ever.
And
Son of a...
he pays to show up because he buys us coffee.
That's true, I know.
That is true, but then it's some kind of tax write-off. Again, all of you are going to jail.
Who cares? There's plenty of sex in prison.
Yeah.
Yep, so no bonus today.
Come on, Johnny Bones.
Yeah, Bones.
What are you doing?
I mean, he could have just skipped last night's game. There's another Phillies game tonight.
Or he could have just gotten his lazy ass up. How many times I've come in here on an hour of sleep? Too many, obviously.
Well, yeah.
You can see, I'm dying. Did you hear that comedian, Corey?
I didn't catch his name, though.
Matt Bronger, Braunger. I've never heard of him before. And, you know, I don't know if you've ever, when you were a kid, if you did this, where you just you listen to a brand new band you never heard of before just because the cover on the picture of the album looked cool. And then you're like, oh, man, I like this guy, or I like this band. I did that with comedy last night for the first time. And this guy, Matt Bronger, on YouTube, it just popped up because I listened to Nick Swartzen's new thing on YouTube the other day. And it must have been like, oh, this guy likes comedy, so I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna suggest him. Anyway, this guy Matt Bronger, hilarious. His whole special from a year ago, hilarious. His whole bit there, I had to cut some of it out because he said so many F words. But it's man, Matt Bronger, hilarious. His whole bit about ball bags.
Yeah, that was funny.
It was a great bit.
Stuff like that's funny.
Yeah. Does this bit about
from Chicago. Born in Chicago, 49 years old.
Yeah, I don't know anything about him. I'd never seen his face before. Man, was he great. That whole special was great.
Yeah, that was...
He does a bit about having to change his daughter's diaper at a biker bar.
Jeez.
It's funny, man. It's great. I'd check him out. Matt Bronger, everybody. New comedian. Look, well, not new to me anyway.
Yeah, new to you.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking up comedy bits from him in our system that we have,
Yeah.
There was stuff from 2001. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, it says active since 97.
That's what
Wow.
I'm saying. Never heard of him. How's that possible? Isn't that something? I still think the idea of a comedy cover band is a good idea. Right? You just come out and you do comedy just like a cover band does. You just do like Eddie Murphy's best bits, right into Sam Kinnison's best bits, right into Nick Swartzen's best bits, and you say goodnight and go home.
Yeah.
It's a cover band. Only comedy.
There's a handful of comics that have been accused of being
Yeah.
cover bands
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and stealing other people's material.
That's a great point. I think there's been a lot of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Why
Is
not?
it, who's the lady?
Oh, Tiger Lily Gold Johnson? Zella. Zella's
No,
Nightmare.
hasn't Amy Schumer been accused of stealing?
Oh, I don't know.
No idea.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Like gum.
Yeah.
Hard not to steal gum. It's right there.
What's your favorite kind?
Gum?
Yeah.
I don't think I've.
I mean, there's got to be an answer.
I don't know. I don't think I have one.
Oh, by the way, speaking of stealing, I heard a really cool story the other day. Conan's XM channel has been running a whole bunch of his things with Bob Newhart over the years.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just kind of a best of. And Newhart was telling a story about Richard Pryor. And Richard Pryor once told Bob Newhart how much he meant to him.
Yeah.
And Pryor said he was in a record store. I forget what city. It doesn't really matter. And stole Bob Newhart's album because he wanted it so badly.
Yeah.
And he told Bob Newhart that he stole his album. And Newhart's response was then, well, then you owe me a quarter because I get paid for that.
Yeah.
So Richard Pryor gave him a quarter. And, whenever this was recorded with Conan, Newhart claimed he still had the quarter. He was keeping the quarter that Richard Pryor gave him for stealing his album.
Wow. That's sweet.
Yeah, that's some classic comedy stuff right
Yeah.
there, man. That Bob Newhart stuff where he'd be the guy on the phone and you only heard his side of the conversation.
Yeah.
And nobody had ever done that before him. That's brilliant, man.
And when he had that interview that they played back with, Barrera interviewed him like 5 or 6, 7 years ago. I don't know when it was. And he was talking about how he literally didn't have to grind in the clubs. He just hit it big right away. Like he was just kind of discovered.
Like
Yeah.
Rosie, just never going to the minors,
Yeah.
just going straight to the big leagues.
I mean, just like Rosie.
Yeah.
Is he here today?
I never know, but I'm pretty sure, yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Well, does he have a Lyle Lovett concert booked 6 months ago for this morning?
I don't think so. Well, unless he went out on the road with him and is like teching for him. Maybe he's Lyle Lovett's guitar tech.
Did Lyle Lovett's concert go till midnight?
Yeah,
I think
it did.
so.
It
Oh,
did.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
he
isn't-
did 4 shows.
But isn't the problem with his dentist don't they only take appointments at 7:30 a.m. on Tuesdays and Wednesdays?
Yeah, I think so. It used to
So
be Thursdays.
He might have a dentist appointment this morning.
I'll tell you this for sure. Today is Abigail Hockey's birthday.
Oh, hell yeah.
If it were if it were Rosie's daughter's birthday, he would not be able to come in because he would have to take her to breakfast.
Yeah.
Well, he also would have taken the last 2 weeks off to prepare for this day.
You
Absolutely.
are correct. Yeah,
for sure. But
yeah.
I'll say it again. I guess he does get paid to come here. Never mind. I'm gonna back that one off. I'm gonna back that one right up.
Yeah, you were about to slam him.
No, I was gonna say that he doesn't get paid to come here, but I think he does.
Yeah, I think he does.
That can't be right.
I think he does.
No, I think he does.
He
Yeah.
does.
Really?
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, well, jeez. I mean,
Mole.
go for it, I guess, Rosie. Good.
Yeah.
Get that
Yeah,
money, I
Rosie.
guess.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Are you guys at all interested?
And buttholes?
No.
Sometimes.
Are you guys at all in? Can I ask you guys a question before I ask you that question?
Sounded like you
just
were going to
did.
ask
I
one.
think you already
You were
did.
halfway
You
through
just-
the first
but,
question.
Yeah,
but
you
I was
did
going
ask
to
us
ask
a question, technically.
a sports question and none of you care.
No.
You can sit over there if you want. Bonus isn't coming in.
Here's my question. So every day when I show up here, I make a waffle.
yeah.
And what do I put on it?
Peanut butter.
I don't know.
Did you
Peanut
guys
butter.
move my peanut butter? I can't find it. And supplemental question. Does
Great
one of you
word.
constantly set the toaster to high so when I put my waffle in it burns?
No, but that's funny.
Every time. I have to be the only one that's using it.
No.
So
Because I can't find my peanut butter.
I know you're not the only one using it.
Here's why that's a prank that I wouldn't think of, because I would assume most people check the setting before blindly putting anything in a toaster, so I wouldn't even think that's a prank that would work. I wouldn't even attempt it.
Most of the time,
Funny,
I
though.
have to plug it back in. So in my mind, somebody unplugged it to make pizza or whatever it is, and nobody used it because it's always unplugged when I get there. But I can't find my peanut butter. Did one of you take it or move it?
A, no. 2, I didn't realize you could change that on a toaster. Honestly, I don't know when I last used a toaster.
Well,
And 4, I wish I had thought of it.
yeah, I can't find it.
I bet they threw your peanut butter away
Why?
because they probably thought nobody's using this peanut butter. It's been in here for about a month.
But then they would have thrown all the Bizquick and all the other stuff away.
But that Bisquick's never been opened.
Where do you keep your peanut butter?
I'm not going to tell you.
Well, see, I mean,
Yeah,
I wouldn't even know where to look.
I wouldn't either.
One of you threw it out.
I swear to God, I did not.
Again, how would that be a good prank, just throwing out your peanut
Because
butter?
you knew I'd react like this.
No, no.
Somebody threw away my peanut butter. And I'm
Again,
going to get to the bottom of
If I
it.
had thought of this reaction, I probably would have, but I didn't.
But you
got a
knew
point.
this would be the kind of reaction you'd get from me.
How much does that peanut butter cost?
I mean, that's irrelevant. I don't care about that, but where
God,
did
you're
it go?
using big words today.
Was it chunky or creamy?
No, creamy. It's got.
Oh, yeah, creamy.
Chunky,
is the best.
chunky peanut butter is gross.
Yeah, it's just like
If I would have known you had it, I might have stolen it.
Well, you can have- you
but
can.
I didn't know you had
But
it.
somebody moved it or threw it out.
So today you just had a plain waffle?
Yeah, and it wasn't that bad, but the first one I made burned.
You just
Said-
raw dogged it.
Yeah, I raw dogged it. Yeah.
So you're saying somebody stole your peanut butter and set the
Toaster to high.
to burn your toast. Somebody's really after you. You know, there's really a way to figure this out. Jeff Manis can show you the security footage of the son of a bitch that is messing with you.
Yeah, it's somebody. Some son of a bitch is messing with me.
So you don't check the settings before you put things in toasters?
No, because I assumed, like Hockey just said, who else would use a toaster in this building?
You know Esther, the lady who works down the hall at the other radio station. You know the radio station doesn't belong to iHeart, the other radio station.
Mm-hmm.
Esther, who does mornings over there, she's a devious looking bitch.
Wow.
I'm just gonna call it like it is.
Paul, your hands up.
Would you?
Well, I said that as a compliment. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've all been thinking it.
You know what I mean?
Thanks for saying
Is she
that.
not always standing in the shadows when you guys walk in here?
She is.
And she wears that skirt, which is too long but also too tight.
You're turned on.
Kind of, yeah. You know what I'm talking about, though, right, Corey?
I don't know.
She's got like a hair that's like a helmet.
What are you talking about? Are you on drugs?
You haven't seen Esther?
No.
Maybe she puts the toaster settings on high.
Maybe she sits on the toaster. Maybe she likes to toast that thing.
I'm just saying.
Maybe she gets cold downstairs.
Would you please consider that in your investigation?
Somebody's toasting that
That she
thing.
might like to toast that thing.
Yeah.
All right, so somebody throws out your peanut butter, right? If Jeff Manis goes on the security cam and sees who just randomly grabs it and throws it away, you could say like, "Hey, dude, don't be throwing peanut butter away. You know, you owe me $6.
Right.
What are you doing?" But let's say you find the person who turns the toaster settings to high.
Yeah, right.
What happens to that person when everyone else should look at the settings before they put in toast or a waffle or whatever? What happens to that person who altered the settings?
Well, but if they're altering the settings and not making anything, that's a devious thing.
Well, maybe they were just checking out the
God, you're using big words.
devious, supplemental. What was the other one you used? Irrelevant.
Called Esther a bitch.
No, you did. You said she was warming that thing. Just saying, somebody's out to get me, and I'll find them.
Ooh.
You know who it might be?
Moby.
And I'm not kidding. Remember like a week ago when we ripped that the letter that we get like every month when we made fun of it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got a talking to about that.
About the newsletter?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Which boss gave you a talking
It
to?
wasn't a boss.
Ooh, Barb?
Wasn't a
Barb's
boss?
a boss.
No, it wasn't Barb.
Another on-air personality?
No.
It wasn't a boss?
No, it was the person who writes it.
Oh, really?
Oh, she's a very attractive lady. You'd be nice to her.
But what did she say?
She said, don't rip that newsletter. and she might be the one who's throwing my peanut butter away.
God, that would be great if she was.
Yeah, actually, that's the best case scenario.
That's my
I
number.
hope she is.
That's my number one suspect. She has a vendetta against me.
Yeah. Oh my
She's
God,
mad.
that's 4 big words. What the hell is going on with
what
you?
is happening?
She's mad that I.
Is this some kind of a challenge that we're unaware of? Where somebody gave you a list of 10 words you have to use in the first hour, and they'll give you $1,000 if you use them all
Who would have
correctly.
given me a list?
I'm gonna tell you right now, if she's the one doing that devious thing, she's even hotter. I like it.
And I have so much respect for her that she thinks so little of you that if she goes, I'm just going to turn this toaster up to the top level, he'll never notice because he doesn't pay attention to anything.
Yeah.
All I have to do to burn his waffle is make him not pay attention.
Yeah. And by the way, burn his waffle.
Yeah.
Sounds like a euphemism.
Somebody's out to get me. Somebody is planning an attack on me.
I don't think so.
Just saying.
I think
Maybe it's a good thing. Your brain is on another level today. It's activated you.
Maybe
This
because I
has
didn't eat peanut
motivated
butter.
you.
Yeah.
Maybe it is.
Maybe peanut butter is making me dumb.
This
maybe
is
it's
the
been
change you've been needing.
It's been holding you down.
It was pretty good without peanut butter. I'm not going to lie.
Maybe your brain is allergic to peanut butter.
Maybe, and I just eat it because peanut butter is delicious.
Yeah, well, duh.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Somebody threw it away.
Do you eat
didn't they?
peanut butter?
Sure.
I would,
Like how?
Hi.
Howdy.
Good to see you, brother.
Do you eat it like with a spoon?
I normally just eat it out of break rooms. I just steal other people's
See,
peanut
it's
butter.
you.
You know what I eat it out of?
Yes, we know. Esther.
That
Oh,
seems messy.
don't you say that about her. She's a sweet lady.
There's no way Esther is real.
You know, it's a fun game we could play is the radio station down the hallway, had a lease or whatever. They were supposed to be gone by now, but I think they keep...
Were they really?
Yeah, but they keep pushing it back because the place that they're moving to isn't done yet.
Oh,
They're getting new studios.
I'm going to miss out.
Oh, they
Because
are?
Why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Right? Jesus. But I was
How
talking...
new is this studio?
2003 or 4?
Man, I like this camera that's in here that's duct taped
Yeah, it looks great.
on an old tripod.
So here's a fun game we could
Really
play.
look great in that KOC video.
We could play a game called Who's Going to Be Here Longer? The Jazz Station or Employee Blank? And then we'll see who lasts longer.
Esther Blank.
We're going to get yelled at for that bit. But yeah, I'm
Well, it was your idea.
Well, it's
No.
not in the newsletter.
You put that note on my desk before and said, do this in the first segment.
Yeah, you said bring this up. You literally wrote bring this up in the first segment or you're my bitch.
So who's going to be gone before the Jazz Station?
They know that I don't have any ideas. Checkmate.
That's true.
Yeah.
Touche.
Yeah, they know I don't have any
I don't know
ideas.
why I said that.
Yeah.
People are not going to buy that.
Yeah, nobody's going to buy that I came up with a plan.
You guys are doing good.
I don't know. What's
Maybe
going
it was
on.
her.
That's
Woodhawk.
Esther. That's Esther.
Would you?
Is that Charlie?
No, it's Esther.
No, it's Esther.
You know, a Weekend of Bernie guy is going to be in studio with it at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Hell yeah,
Tomorrow
man.
morning, man. 8 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Will Rosie bring in his neighbor?
I don't know, but I'll tell you this. I hope he brings you some peanut butter.
I'm going to have to go buy my own. It's something I look forward to every morning.
Yeah, it's
Now
weird.
I'm gonna have to
You
hide
eat
it.
Literally the same thing every day.
Every day I've eaten the same thing for about a year and
I
a
know,
half.
and you look great because of it.
Kind of.
Yeah,
I
you
kind
do.
of. I went for a walk yesterday.
Oh,
You can walk
I
awesome.
walked around Lake Harriet. Beautiful.
With
by
Esther?
yourself.
No, with my wife. After she did like a 60-minute Peloton.
Wow.
Because she does it for, she knows if I have to do it by myself, I won't go. But it was very nice. I like walking with my wife.
That's good.
Yeah.
Great.
How long can pregnant ladies do 60 minutes on a Peloton?
60
You know who would
minutes.
know the answer to that? Rosie.
Oh, yeah. He's very familiar with what pregnant women can and cannot do.
You know what? I'm going
Or
to
he'd
guess.
tell them.
I'm going to guess that, because I heard, didn't Rosie get a new puppy? I bet he stole your peanut butter.
Oh, yuck. Sick. What?
I got to start all over. I apologize.
Yeah. Now Esther's going to sue you.
I'm feeling old today. My daughter's 22 years old today.
Good for you.
Wow.
All right.
I know.
That's crazy.
Abby's A+. plus.
Yes, she is.
Yep.
I'm
All
on,
right.
I should be on the pup list.
Well, TJ is.
I know.
Yeah.
I guess that shouldn't be a surprise, though, right? He tore his, what did he tear?
What did he-
Achilles?
Knee.
Knee?
And didn't he tear it in the second or last game of the year.
Something like that.
And when they did the video of him walking into the stadium or into the practice facility, he looked like he was limping.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I think he just had his pimp strut going.
I was looking for my peanut butter.
He was licking for your peanut butter?
Looking.
Oh, sorry. This is Rosie's dog.
Try that.
Ick.
No John Bonus today. Late scratcher Johnny Bones, but Marnia Gellner will be here later. Mark Rosen will be here later. Max is here. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
The Fan.
All right. It's 5:54. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Power Trip. Here we are. Yesterday, I had breakfast with my good friend Andy and Mussman over at the Good Day Cafe.
Yeah, the best.
Anybody get the Dark Star special, which is a basket of wheat toast to go?
And then leave it?
I had the basket of wheat toast, but I ate it. It was really good.
Yep.
That strawberry jelly's the jam.
Yeah, so good.
And the Andy and Mussman were telling stories about getting so blanked up that they couldn't find their way back to where they were supposed to be for the night.
And those stories were just from yesterday morning.
Yeah, it was just the room party.
Andy?
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You go home tomorrow, don't you?
Yeah, unfortunately.
After Wednesdays at Bernie's.
Yep.
1 o'clock tomorrow, by the way. Get your tickets at saintsbaseball.com. So Andy was saying, you know what? You tell the story. Just give us a quick synopsis of the time you got so drunk that you got thrown out of that building.
Okay, so basically, back in the day, the NFL in the UK used to run a Super Bowl party. So the place where the Timberwolves were playing, not Timberwolves, what am I talking about? Yes, Basketball USA, Team USA, that's the one I was going for.
Yeah.
We're playing in London, the O2. It was a massive arena. They've also got a smaller venue. And the NFL had the Super Bowl party there. And it was the year that Ben Lieber screwed things up for us. So I was very disappointed.
You're going to have to be more specific.
So I went to this party, started drinking. And because, of course, it started at 11 o'clock at night for us because your Super Bowl starts at 1:30 in the morning. And then by 1 o'clock, I decided that I went up to the merch stand and complained that there was no Vikings gear there, considering they'd been to the championship, right? And they were going, no. Anyway, one little small security guard took exception to me and kicked me out and walked me out completely out the building. And then I tried to find my way back in because it's a big tent. So I thought, I'll better sneak underneath. So I forever went around trying to find myself to get back in. My mates were inside, had no clue what had happened to me. I ended up going onto a coach because they were running coaches back to train stations because I was in the middle of nowhere. Fell asleep on the coach, got kicked off the coach. I can't remember what station I was kicked off. It was either Victoria or King's Cross. And then, can't remember, but I walked back from that station to my own station. The only plus side was I sobered up by the time I got to my station. I jumped on the train. Unbeknown to me, my two mates have seen the Super Bowl, carried on drinking, ended up on the same train as me, but in different points. As we were going home, halfway home, my mate jumped up scared, thought he missed his station, jumped off the train.
Jeez.
Then the other mate, turned out he just slept all the way through to past his station to the end, realised he was at the end because they tried to kick him off. He said, no, I'm going back. So he went back, fell asleep again, went back into London, ended up doing that about 5 or 6 times. Didn't get home until 3 o'clock in the afternoon when his wife phoned up and said, where the hell is he?
3 in the afternoon.
My God.
3
you guys
in the afternoon. How many times do you think he rode back and forth to London?
I reckon about 3 times, 3-4 times back and forth, yeah. Maybe 5, as I said. So.
How about back up? All of this, for you at least, the trickle-down effect, the butterfly effect, is just because you wanted to complain there wasn't Vikings gear.
Yep.
Right.
I mean, the other 2 idiots obviously could have made some different decisions, but...
Yeah, I was passionate.
Yeah, I guess.
Now, I want you to, Corey, to think. Now, and again, I don't know if this is a bad example, but imagine you went to a party and your significant other did not hear from you till 3 the next day.
She would assume I'm dead.
You're dead.
And the parade would have already started.
Yeah, right.
Oh, he's alive.
Yeah.
Put the stuff away.
Your clothes would have already been given to Goodwill.
Yeah, correct.
And none of us could remember where he was. The only plus side for me is because I sobered up, by the time I walked through the door at 6 o'clock in the morning, my wife was okay and didn't suspect anything of my night.
6 o'clock. Well, I guess if the game didn't start till 1, I guess that's not that big a deal, but geez Louise.
Man.
My God.
You guys love drinking, Andy.
Yeah, we do.
Then Musman told us the story about.
Oh, no.
I don't think he'll be upset
Did
about
he tell you the cop story?
No, he was told us the Vegas story, and somebody else who's a member of the Power Trip Morning Show gave him a gummy. Oh, no. And that member of the Power Trip Morning Show takes gummies that are 50 to 100 milligrams. And Mus was at the Harrah's bar with me and had to pull a hockey because he realized he was too high. Oh, no. And was trying to walk to Planet Hollywood, but couldn't decide what side of the street it was on. So he said he crossed the boulevard 4 times. Finally walked into a different hotel, walked up to the concierge and said, the valet, walked up to the valet and said, "I'm sorry. I need to speak with an adult."
Oh, my God.
And the valet said, "What do you need?" And Mus said, "I'm trying to get to the Planet Hollywood." And the valet at the Paris Hotel said, "It's right there." And Musman said, "I need help. I can't figure out how to get there."
Can you imagine the babysitting that a lot of people have to do in Las Vegas with drunk and high people?
You know where the Paris Hotel is? Yeah, it's in front of you.
So the guy says, "Okay." So he calls over a cab, and Mus gets in the cab, and the guy says, "Where are you going?" And Mus says, "Planet Hollywood." And the guy goes, "Are you joking?"
Yeah.
And Mus said, "No, I can't get there. Please take me there." So the guy drove him next door.
Right. How do you? I mean, if you're incapable of doing that, how are you going to get to your room?
I know.
Right.
If you can't even walk Paris to Planet Hollywood, because look, I was just there 2 weeks ago, and because it was 120 degrees, I didn't go further than Planet Hollywood because I was staying at Paris. I didn't go more than one hotel over because it was too hot. That is about, if you can get that first crosswalk to go your way, if you can get the walk signal right off the bat, you can get from the door to Paris to the door at Planet Hollywood in about a minute and a half.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 if you're a slow walker.
One turn.
But he was afraid he wasn't going to make it.
Jeez.
He said when he got dropped off, he gave the guy, he said, "I have this minis." And some money and got out of the cab. No idea how much he paid him for that ride.
Yeah. As I've said 500 times, don't do edibles.
Not with that guy who gave him that edible.
If you do them a lot, fine. Don't do them for the first time from that guy.
And don't go straight to 50.
I bet it was more than that.
What did he have? Benjamin Button berries? Because he started aging backwards and asked for an adult and said, "I have this many."
We've all been too high, at least once in our lives, right?
The guy he got it from, they all went together to that pot shop.
Yeah.
The guy he got it from, I think, spent $2,500 at said pot shop.
Dear.
We need the soundbite from Princess Bride when the 6-fingered man tries to kill the man in black by throwing that thing up to 50 and taking 50 years off his life, and somebody just screams, "Not to 50!"
Yeah, brilliant.
God, I love that movie.
Man.
I haven't seen that thing start to finish in a long time. I've probably seen it 50 times in my life, but it's been a long time since I sat through Princess Bride. Such a good movie. Front page sports next. Power 2 Morning Show fan.
Just for my own entertainment, please send me your best story of, "Oh my God, I got too high and this is what happened to me," because we just heard Musman's. I just heard Max's, which I can't believe you did that much and didn't die. I would think that many, a gram would stop your heart, I would think.
Yeah, it was the homemade edibles are not for the faint of heart or the strong of heart. They're just not for the heart in general.
My story is I literally lost 3 hours where I don't remember existing because I accidentally consumed 50 milligrams, and I had done it once in my life before that. I have a friend who, that same KFAN employee who got Musman super high, gave her one, and she didn't remember how she got outside in Vegas. And then, finally found out later she wasn't outside. She was on the Miracle Mile Planet Hollywood, but because the sky's painted on the ceiling, she thought she was outside. Hawk and KFAN.com. I'd love to know your story of how you got way too high and what happened to you. I watched 7 hours of Little House on the Prairie because I wasn't sure I was awake.
Well, at least you could change the channel. I was so high, Netflix asked me, "Are you still watching The Office?" And it turned into an existential question. I started pontificating like I was Plato or something. I was like, I don't know. Is it? Am I? Or is it watching me? Are any of us watching anything?
Brilliant.
I was fused to my couch.
Oh, yeah.
KFAN.com.
I've been there.
Just for my own entertainment, please.
I've been there.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Holiday Station Stores, you can get 2 Celsius, and then you get 1 free. Buy 2, get 1 free at Holiday for a limited time. That's exactly what I'm doing again today. Here's one of the ones I got from yesterday. See? Remember I said I got 2, get 1 free? Well, here's the second one.
You weren't lying.
Wasn't lying.
I thought you were a filthy liar.
No, this is the second one. So then tomorrow, I guess it technically is the free one. Then I'm going to have to go back to Holiday. They also have watermelon lemon exclusively at Holiday.
Sounds A+.
So go check that out. The Columbus Blue Jackets are hiring former Wild head coach Dean Evison to be their head coach. He was fired on November 27th of last year.
Yeah, I
He's
like
59.
that guy.
Yeah, whatever.
I like that
Yeah.
guy.
Good luck to Dean.
Yeah.
Always seemed like a cool dude.
Handful of first-round exits with the Wild.
You know, it's not obviously their fault, but the only thing I ever think of when I think of the Columbus Blue Jackets is that the guy who shot and killed Dimebag Darrell was wearing a Columbus Blue Jackets jersey when he did it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why that's the only thing I ever think of, but I know that's the truth. That sucks.
Does Andy like Pantera?
Oh, hell, you just saw Pantera download, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. First time in 20 years.
Were they
Very
rock?
good.
Did they rock?
Oh, of course.
They do an acoustic set?
Yeah. Halfway
Pantera
through.
unplugged.
Yeah.
Auto-tune.
Team USA held on to beat Germany 92-88 in London. They end up 5-0 in exhibition games, but they had another scare. Germany had a handful of leads, but LeBron James dominated down the stretch. I think he had the last 11 points for Team USA or something like that. So now the Olympics start in a couple of days, and the first game for the U.S. men is against Serbia. And Nikola Jokic, that's 5 days away. I think it's the 28th is the first game for Team USA. And LeBron James was named flag bearer for the opening ceremonies. The female rep will be announced today.
I thought LeBron was washed up. He's had 2 good games in a row.
They relied on him in the last 2 games. He bailed them out. Otherwise, they would have lost both of those games, which is nuts. He's 39.
Yeah.
What the hell's
He's
going
still
on?
dominant.
You see Anthony Davis's quote?
No.
So Bron basically takes over, right, and wins a game for Team USA. And they were getting everybody's reaction, and he said, he's a monster. He's just doing what he's doing out here at 45. just a slight little slap at him.
Yeah.
45.
That's great.
Feels like he should be.
Yeah.
Honestly,
45.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Well, especially with all that wear and tear on his body, man, it's incredible that he's still able to play at this level and is still clearly the leader of Team USA.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Right. Yeah. Correct.
Yeah, we need more out of Ant. But
Right.
it's not the Olympics yet. These are all fake games.
Yeah.
None of these matter yet.
That.
Yeah.
But you almost lost to a bunch of Germans.
Rosie, you can laugh at that.
Connor Stallions. Remember that name?
Any relation to Megan?
I don't believe so. ESPN.com. Connor Stallions is set to share his side of the story from an alleged sign-stealing scheme with Michigan's football team before the Wolverines went on to win the national championship, because Netflix yesterday announced that the 4th season of Untold will include an episode, Sign Stealer, in which Stallions breaks his silence on the scandal that shook college football.
I bought a grill from him.
Brilliant. Is Tesla in it?
Yeah, see, that's a good bit.
Thanks, Hogs. I knew you'd
I like it,
that.
yeah.
Andy, have you seen Tesla?
Yes, I have.
They're terrible.
Oh,
They're
come
not
on.
terrible. You just have a strange opinion.
How damn dare you?
Yes, Paul?
Thank you. What do they have a strange opinion about?
No, you do.
That's it.
That was enough.
Yeah. I do have a strange opinion, but that's what makes
That
me
was
me.
strange
Okay.
odor.
No. Well, that's my peanut butter that's gone.
Definitely when people say, what makes Paul Paul, I almost always say his Tesla opinion.
Thank you.
Pretty much sums up everything you need to know.
Yeah, but that band's terrible.
Oh, come on, man.
Wait a minute.
They play their instruments. They rock.
That's my opinion. So am I you?
I hope not.
Is this like a Tyler Durden situation where am I your dream or are you my dream?
Well, we did bond over the hatred of somebody throwing a T-shirt.
Yeah, we talked about that.
You must have listened to the Bets and Quotes podcast. Did you?
I just wanted to hear the star bit because when he said that bitch, I laughed so hard.
I know.
That's all I listened to.
Well, so, whatever, 15, 16, 17 years ago, whenever you and I first met, we got along really well because we were at a Wolves game and a guy that was throwing T-shirts, everything he did, it's hard to explain it, but it just drove us both nuts. And we talked about how much we hated him and we didn't know him.
Yeah.
And we're like, wow, I think we just became best friends. And I thought I couldn't hate anybody throwing a T-shirt more. And then I saw Zach Halverson throwing them at the Rube party on Friday. And I'm like, Sauce, are we even closer now? Watching Zach try to pinwheel his way towards getting it past the second row?
Couldn't get it to the people in front of him.
I think he thought it was a slingshot.
I don't know.
I don't know what he was doing.
That was the definition. I just wanted to yell in Zach's face, like, Zach, put your hands down.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
Saucy brilliantly said if we hadn't known already, we would have known from Zach's T-shirt throwing.
I did say that.
There was a video of Tommy on stage Friday night, and I saw it on social media, and all I wanted to say to Tommy through the video was, Tommy, put your hands down.
Bend your legs.
Yeah, he was,
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
As Lieber said, he was cheek clapping.
Yeah.
Was he sober?
Who,
Tommy?
Yeah.
As a judge.
No.
Oh, was he, Andy?
No.
Oh, he claimed he was going to be.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
Somebody, well played. Somebody got him hammered.
Was he roofied? I don't know.
Oh, he loved that.
Another scandal.
He did it to himself.
Yeah, he
like the Hangover.
Oh, no.
Guys, I'm drunk. Take advantage of me. Just Lieber, and then he lists off all the people he wants to be taken advantage of by.
Andy, are you emotional over the retirement announcement of Andy Murray? He's going to retire after the Paris Olympics.
No. I think it's about time, unfortunately. The injuries have just got to him, and I think it's a good way to bow out. He wanted to bow out at Wimbledon in the doubles, but Emma Raducanu decided to do something different and said, no, I'm not playing that. So he just left Wimbledon, unfortunately. So at least he gets a chance.
3-time Grand Slam champ. He's 37. Going to call it quits.
Yep.
Yeah, Murray, 37, withdrew from Wimbledon after spinal cyst procedure. Yeah,
yep.
Okay. Interesting.
He's been dogged by injuries.
No.
Wasn't he the one that I admitted? I think he was the guy, right? That he was basically apologizing to England a handful of years ago because he lost.
Well, I'd say Great Britain because he's Scottish. He wouldn't just apologise to England.
Got it.
But yeah.
But he was crying for his country.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, am I almost tearing up at a tennis match? What do I care? But he was so heartbroken that he let everybody else down.
Yeah.
Seems like a good dude. Who knows?
No, he does seem to be.
How many countries make up your country?
So there's Great Britain, what's 3 countries? So that's Scotland, England, and Wales. Then there's the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. So that's the extra one, Northern Ireland.
I'm super confused.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I get it.
So Northern Ireland's not part of...
Northern Ireland is part of the landmass known as Ireland, the island of Ireland. Even better.
It doesn't sound like you're saying different words.
I know.
Andy, you're trying too hard.
The other fun fact, or maybe not so fun, but Andy Murray was at the school that had the last school shooting in the United Kingdom. He was a child there at that time.
Holy balls.
Yeah.
Wow.
We had 6 yesterday.
Yeah, sick brag, Andy.
So take that.
Sorry.
We're kicking your ass in that too, Andy.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry.
Take that. Is this Tesla?
They wish. What really matters is next. More of the Power True Morning Show after this on The Fan.
The Fan.
And
well, I fell into the blue, and before I knew it,
hey, it's Chris Gant and Into the Blue. It's Power Trip Morning Show. A little local music for you. Maxo's over there, and Corey and Saucy, and my good friend Andy.
Hello.
Hi, Andy.
Andy almost died last night.
Oh, yeah.
Hi. Big rainstorm. Do you guys get rainstorms like that over in jolly old London town?
We do get them, but, I sort of understand the roads. I'm driving on the correct side of the road.
Oh, yeah, right.
So there's a lot against me. So it was very worrying, and the size of your semis are quite large. So yeah.
Thank you.
That's right.
Yeah, right. Don't you diss my semis.
I try not to.
I think I like you, Andy. You're a good guy.
That's
Andy
very
and I, we're like the same person. We're the same age. Only he's in England. We like the same music. We think LA Guns rocks. And we have the same phone case as well. We didn't realize that till yesterday.
LA Guns?
Yeah, I'll fight you that one.
Yeah, he will. I'll watch him do it.
Will you play some LA Guns?
Hell yeah!
Okay.
No, I won't because I can't afford it. I can't afford
Is that your band, Andy?
Yeah, so basically I was Guns N' Roses when they first came out in 87, but then they got too popular. And as a kid, you're like, no, I don't like him anymore. So then I chose LA Guns, who was the band that came from a split within Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, he was Tracy Guns was the Guns.
Yes.
Axl Rose was the Rose in Guns N' Roses.
I never knew that.
I also did not know that.
Either. Behind with the times.
I didn't know that.
40 years behind.
Did you, Cor?
No.
See? You rip him.
Because do they understand, or does Axl understand that there's just one Rose? It can't be Roses if it's just Axl.
Actually, Duff McKagan's nickname is Rose.
Thank you. Wow, you guys don't know anything. Come on.
Guns N' Roses Wales, LA Guns is trash.
Oh, my God.
You just don't get it.
You don't get it.
I don't. I'm just saying.
By the way, in case you guys are wondering.
Whoa. Hey.
At a graveyard.
Brilliant, Andy.
In case you guys are wondering, 9 stories so far emailed to me about being just too high.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
This is great. I love them. They make me laugh.
Let's do what really matters. I'll do scores and stats around the world of sports. And it's brought to you by our friends at Catalyst Supply and CatalystSupplyCo.com.
Hello.
Hi, Catalyst.
Hi.
After a 90-minute rain delay, the Minnesota Twins beat the Philadelphia Phillies, the best team in baseball, 7-2. Bailey Ober gave up a giant home run to Bryce Harper, crushed a first-inning 2-run home run. But that was it for the Phillies. Twins put up 7, and they had 12 hits. The Phillies had just 4 hits. Now 4 games within Cleveland, the Minnesota Twins are. That's the closest they've been since May 17th.
Hell yeah. Cleveland has struggled. They've lost 3 straight. They're 3-7 in their last 10, and their offense has just gone flat. So they have an opportunity here. The trade deadline is a week from today. Hopefully they add something. I know a lot of people are hoping that they do, so we'll see what happens to them.
It was nice to see them actually compete with one of the best teams, if not the best team in Major League Baseball last night, and pretty much kicked their ass. That was an awesome game. It was really fun to go to.
And when Bryce Harper hit that one to target center, you're going, oh.
And that was literally as I walked in the building, I just heard that crack, and I was like, here we go, here we go, and yep, that was about it for Philly.
So, Andy, you're going to your first ever Twins game today, and then you're going to CHS Field tomorrow for Wednesdays at Bernie's. It's hard not to say that. But tonight, Target Field, tomorrow, CHS Field.
Yep, I'm really looking forward to it.
Target Field kicks ass.
I can't believe that I've been here so many times. I've been here quite a lot since 96, and I've never been inside Target Field. I've been outside it, looked through when there's snow across the field, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
There's beer there. You'll be fine.
Lots of beer. And Boney will show you, man.
And Boney will get you hammered. Yeah. Boney's not here because he got too hammered.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That's what I'm hearing. But what really matters is this.
Man, I think, honestly, my liver would... Is it the liver that takes all the punishment? Yeah.
Yep.
Would give up and quit if I drank as much as John Bonus does.
I think his liver's been tapping out for years now.
As we said yesterday, he got mad, and it's the first time I've ever seen him get mad because we didn't think he was the best drinker we know.
Well,
he told everybody about that.
Listen, everybody's got their thing. That's his thing. He wants to be good. I like boobs. That's my thing.
Andy likes LA Guns.
Yeah.
Oh.
Guys, if you've been missing the Tiger King and you've said to yourself, will we ever have another? Apparently we do.
Why can't we play that?
I know. Probably. I don't care. Listen, HBO might have found its own Tiger King. Oh. Eric Good has done it again, according to this article. In HBO's upcoming docuseries, Chimp Crazy, the filmmaker behind Netflix's Tiger King, has found an all-new, bizarre, exotic animal story, as well as another Carol Baskin-like figure who actually refers to herself as the Dolly Parton of chimps. Yeah, you had me at Dolly Parton. Oh, well, no, from this picture, because of her Hooters. Oh. What a moron I am. I called them Hooters.
Yeah, it's okay.
A family restaurant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah. He gets it.
Yeah. Anyway, and that forms the basis of the new 4-part docuseries about the private ownership of primates. This time it's Tanya Haddix, a former nurse turned exotic animal broker, who compares her affection for her chimp with people's devotion to God.
Oh, Corey, just no.
The series is set to debut on August 18th, with episode 1 titled Monkey Love.
Lord. Well, the trailer looks greasy because the FBI is involved.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Listen up. This is crazy. In which Haddix fights to retain custody of her kids, 7 chimps, at the Missouri Primate Foundation. The trailer is everywhere right now. You'll see right off the bat that Haddix is insisting to the camera that Tonka, her retired Hollywood chimp, loved me with a D, loved me just as much as I loved Tonka. It almost feels like you're watching a kooky, oblivious character in a Christopher Guest mockumentary, as in Spinal Tap or something. Haddix, HBO's official summary explains, quote, spends her days caring for animals in captivity. However, her limitless love for one chimpanzee in particular spins into a wild cat and mouse game with authorities and an animal rights group.
Paul, your hands up?
Haddix Woodhawk.
The monkey?
No, the lady that loves them.
Oh, did you hear how she describes herself?
No, I was just waiting to ask if you'd bang her.
She's a Dolly Parton-esque figure. What does that tell you? Glub, glub, let's have a tub. I don't even know what that means. What? I don't know what's wrong with me.
Yeah, you would.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Glub, glub, let's have a tub.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Through Tanya and other chimp mom experiences, Chimp Crazy reveals the singular bonds that form between owners and their highly intelligent great ape pets. Obviously. Oh, well, I'm not going to read anymore. I'll just say this part.
Uh-oh.
This story involves everything from a woman faking the death of a chimp to a lawsuit to a $20,000 reward to the involvement of Kyle Rittenhouse's attorney, I should say. So strap yourselves in, folks. Chimp Crazy.
Will you watch this?
Featuring the Dolly Parton of chimps.
Yeah, you're in.
I don't think you've heard me say the Dolly Parton of chimps 4 times.
Well, hang on.
Of course I will watch
the Dolly Parton of chimp fans or the Dolly Parton of chimps? Because that makes it sound like some chimpanzee is just stacked.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It doesn't matter to him. If there was a chimp with huge knockers, he'd look at it.
What? Look at it? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure we'd be on a path for a new species if that exists.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Hey, your lineage banged Neanderthals or whatever the deal was, or vice versa. You're still heavily Neanderthal.
I really am. I know.
I mean, again, the percentage is
You just
subjective, but
knockers.
No, I didn't. I said Hooters. Please get it right. I'm not crass.
You said knockers.
yeah, show these chimps some class.
Please.
Sorry, Daddy.
Yeah, you'd have to shave them. I don't like hair.
Oh, no. Chimp class.
Oh.
My God.
He's my God, too.
You're too horny.
That's true. He got me there.
Sauce, you have zero interest in looking at nude chimps?
I'm not looking at nude
What about
chimps.
the chimp lady? Would you check her out if she did a spread in a magazine?
Are you asking me? Because if I say yes, then you're not the only one.
No, I'm just curious whether you like.
Oh, Andy
ladies.
would.
Did you Google a picture of her?
No, but I Googled the story.
And?
You know what's funny? Hawky and I were reading the same story, and he said everything, and then I didn't know that was part of the story, even though I read the story.
What wasn't part of the story? That was a weird sentence.
When I said something, and he's like, yeah, weren't you listening? I read the exact same story. I don't comprehend well. What's your question?
Man.
Chimp crazy. Yeah, probably. She likes animals.
Yeah, you're an animal lover.
It's going to come out in the end that she was getting it on with one of the chimps.
Oh,
it's got to be pretty high.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if you were a chimp? Yeah, I'm not going to finish that sentence.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and let that one lay. But you know what I was going to say.
Hawk,
What?
come here.
Oh, no.
Just come here.
No, I don't want to.
It's not gross.
You think Tonka has a dump truck?
Yeah. He's double cheeked up.
For sure. He's a thickums.
Is he coming over here?
Yeah, he's coming over. Why'd you find a picture of her?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a bothersome face.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got, yeah. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
But
That's what I'm saying. See, can't you see a chimpanzee's hands going, yeah, I know, but that's bothersome right there. That's a whole lot of crazy in those eyes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, I've done worse. Oh, yeah, it's Carol Baskins.
Would you?
I might have.
Yeah.
That's the Tiger King. Oh, my God, go back down to Tiger King. Tell me Tommy doesn't look more and more like him.
Yeah. Yeah. He's too horny.
That lady definitely bangs apes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I can
Question for
see
you,
it. I
gentlemen.
can see it in her eyes.
Yeah.
Hold on. Am I losing my mind? Hold on one second. Tommy Olsen.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, there you go. For a minute, I couldn't remember what color hair Tommy had.
Because you were.
Do they match?
That's a great question. I don't see him with his, I don't know. Did he have blonde hair at one time? Does that ring a bell to anybody?
It's like very light brown, right?
Yeah.
I think it borders on blonde at some points.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe ish.
Yeah. Because he does look like Tiger King a little bit. If he grew a goatee and then like colored it really dark.
Yeah. We're going to get a text from him that he would bang the Tiger.
For sure.
Yeah.
He thinks the chimp lady is.
Yeah, go ahead and let him. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let him know. You don't have to send it. We already read it in our mind.
You know, I don't know. Again, Tiger King hit when COVID hit, so everybody just watched it and binged it. We all watched it together because we were all stuck in our houses.
Washing machines.
I don't know if this is going to be the same thing.
No,
we'll see.
Probably not.
No, if Tiger King came out tomorrow, I don't think it would have the same effect.
I think he came out right after the episode, after the show finished, didn't he?
No, I think he'd been out for a while.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
Is this L.A. Guns?
It's a band called The Following and Lifelight, local band.
More of what really matters after this. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
And welcome back. 640 Power Trip Morning Show. Marnie will be here in a bit. We think Rosie too. No Pony. Don't forget tomorrow, 8 a.m. hour, Bernie himself from Weekend at Bernie's in studio with us, and then we'll go to CHS Field and hang out with him for Wednesdays at Bernie's, starting at 1 o'clock tomorrow.
No, look, I love that movie since I was about 7 years old or whatever it came out, right? 87, 88, somewhere in that range.
Yeah, right.
That's always been Bernie Lomax. It's Bernie. The actor's name is Terry Kaiser, right? Kiser.
That's
Are
right.
we 1,000% sure that's how you say the last name?
Not even close to 100.
Not
even
close,
5%.
yeah.
But I can't. I'm not sure at all, but I can't imagine how else you'd say it.
Yeah, Kisser or Kaiser. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's almost got to be Kaiser.
It almost has Kaiser.
How do we
Sose.
figure that out? I don't know if he made a lot of late night appearances 35
Great
years
point.
ago.
I mean,
Yeah,
maybe.
right, or maybe he's on
Maybe he
Carson or
did.
something. I'll look it
Yeah,
up.
what if Johnny Carson interviewed Bernie?
Yeah, I guess if you were interviewing somebody from that film, you're not interviewing him.
Be McCarthy or Silverman, yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
We'll find out tomorrow when we ask him in person as he sits in that studio in one of those chairs.
That's trippy.
I know.
Freaking Bernie.
Yeah.
Sauce, you got to see the movie, man.
I haven't seen it.
You should see it today because
you have to watch it today.
tomorrow is Wednesdays at Bernie's, and then you're going to understand why this is going to be surreal.
Yeah.
I'll watch it today, man.
Yeah, you should, because it'd be offensive to him, I think, if he didn't.
I don't think he cares if I've seen it or not.
He was in the movie Six Pack with Kenny Rogers.
You love that movie.
I do love that movie. It's about a race car driver with like 100 kids. Or 6, I guess. That's what it goes, 6 pack. Oh, I never got that till right now. But I did see it when I was a kid. Came out in 1982. 6 pack. Wonder what the set was like with Kenny Rogers at the top of his game, Corey. Because I bet he was just slinging that peen.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Kenny Rogers was a man.
Is he dead?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Sure. He unlike me, he knows when to hold them and he knows when to fold them.
That's true.
You have to.
Yeah. And unlike me, he spent some time with Dolly Parton.
That is also true. Although you might at some point spend time with the Dolly Parton of chimps.
Hey, you know, if she ain't in prison, why not?
Kenny Rogers died March 20th of 2020. Did he die of COVID?
That seems right to me, but I bet the thing you're reading will tell you.
Wikipedia.
You know, March of 2020, March 20th of 2020, is that what you just said?
Yeah.
I'm going to go no, because that's
pretty early.
That was pretty early.
You're right.
That was almost exactly when it started.
I just can't believe there was a weekend at Bernie's too.
I can't wait to ask him. I can't wait to ask him tomorrow. When you got the call saying there was a sequel and they wanted you to be in it,
yeah,
did you say, well, that don't make no sense?
Yeah.
I died in the first one. How can I be back for the second one?
How bad do I smell?
Yeah.
Right.
Is that the one where he gets laid?
First one.
The first one, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about the voodoo ceremony.
Yeah, it's a voodoo themed sequel.
That's right. I forgot. Okay, that makes sense then.
But I gotta think he's going, no one's gonna buy this.
Yeah.
Well, no offense, Bernie, but you were dead for an entire weekend in the first one, and everybody loved this movie. So don't worry about it, baby.
Kenny Rogers died of bladder cancer.
Yeah, that sounds more believable.
Absolutely.
One piece of advice for you poker players that Kenny Rogers was wrong about. He has a line, you never count your money when you're sitting at the table.
Yeah.
Terrible strategy. You got to know exactly how much money you have in relation to the pot.
Yeah.
Stack to pot ratio. You have to know that at all times. So do count your money. Be very aware of how much you have at all times. So Kenny Rogers, outdated poker strategy.
Dude, I'm really glad we're having Mr. Kaiser in studio. Not just because he was Bernie Lomax.
Freaking Bernie.
But there's so much about this guy. First of all, went to the University of Kansas on a football scholarship.
Whoa.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. Studied under Lee Strasberg at the Actors Studio, which is like one of the most famous acting coaches of all time. And then he had to play a dead guy. But again, perhaps somebody less schooled in acting would not have been able to play a dead guy in not one but 2 films.
Yeah?
You couldn't do it, right?
Are you talking to me?
My head's too big.
Oh.
Why does your head size impact your ability to play dead?
Because if I had to constantly pretend like my head was down because I was dead, it would wreck my neck.
His head stayed up a lot.
It did. Well,
He didn't do a lot of slumping over like a real dead person would.
Listen to this blank. He was in Three's Company, and appeared in, I should say, Three's Company, Hardcastle and McCormick, One Day at a Time, The Love Boat, Night Court, 227, Maud, and then there's Maud, and then there's Maud. That literally was the theme song. Somebody's like, we need a theme song. And then there's Maud. Done. He was in The Golden Girls. He played, oh my God. He played this can't be right. He played a comedian named Vic Hitler in Hill Street Blues.
What? Wow.
Can that be right? What? Okay, I got to ask him about that.
Yeah.
Would you take that role today, sir?
Vic Hitler, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you finding that too?
Yeah. I just saw that.
Yeah. He was on Carol Burnett, Walker, Texas Ranger, The Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
What the hell was he doing on there?
Will and Grace. Holy balls.
Yeah, he's got a lot of credits.
A lot of credits.
And we can ask him about a handful, but he's freaking Bernie.
He's Bernie.
So, how does he
Icon.
die?
In the movie?
Yeah.
You're going to find out today?
You got to watch it, dude.
Yeah, you got to watch it. I'm not going to ruin it for you.
Whoa, they just rammed him into the couch.
Well,
You're watching a trailer?
Yeah, no, it's just Weekend at Bernie's clip entitled Dead.
well,
So I think this is the plot.
you know, the Bernie dance.
In the second one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the second one good?
No.
Come on.
Did Hawk like it?
Yeah, I
Sure.
loved it.
And by the way, I just quickly said no. I've seen it no fewer than 30 times. Again, it was
second one?
Oh yeah, it was it was just like the first one. It was one of those movies that was on USA once in a while, and there was nothing else on, and I would just watch it again.
Wait, I don't have this. Excuse me. I don't have the sound on. Did he die of a drug overdose?
Pretty much.
Is that right? I don't remember.
And where are they taking him? Why do they need him
in the
alive?
first one? Because they believe that they're going to get killed.
Yeah.
But as long as Bernie's around, the hitman's not supposed to take them out. So they believe if they appear like they're with Bernie, that they're safe-ish. So they just play Monopoly with them. They take them water skiing. They drive around on the golf cart. Lots of stuff to do with Bernie.
I'm going to tell you guys.
And then he gets laid.
Sure does.
He was on
Lucky.
every 70s television show that I watched. Every one of them. Barnaby Jones, The Bionic Woman, Hawaii Five-0, All in the Family, Maude, and then there's Maude. WKRP in Cincinnati, One Day at a Time, Three's Company, The Fall Guy, Hardcastle McCormick, Hill Street Blues, Scarecrow and Mrs.
Yeah, he
King.
played Vic Hitler on Hill Street.
He did. Hill Street Blues, Scarecrow, Mrs. King, Night Court, The Golden Girls, Knight Rider, Murder, She Wrote, Carol and Company, which is Carol Burnett Show, Fresh Prince of Bel Air, Lois and Clark, Caroline in the City, Walker, Texas Ranger, Will and Grace, and The Norm Show. I mean, come on.
A lot of credits. Good for him. Pretty cool. But he won 6 Academy Awards for Bernie Lomax.
They're giving him another one this year.
A bunch of people just walked into this party because basically you can watch it on YouTube by clip, where it's like, just like every 8 minutes you just click on the next one to watch it. There's a lot of people at this party. And he's just sitting on the couch.
Yeah. Wearing sunglasses, and they just assume he's high and
Yeah.
kind of half passed out.
Well, he parties.
But he's dead the whole weekend.
Oh,
And they're
spoiler
talking to him.
alert.
Max, you've seen it?
No, I was
Max hasn't seen it
going to
either.
watch it tonight.
Wait, did they know he likes drugs?
Who the two guys, Jonathan Silverman and Andrew McCarthy?
No, everybody else at the party.
Oh, 100%. They just think that's pretty standard that Bernie gets after it. He's rich as hell. He's got a beach house.
That's Bernie's house.
Yeah. They got invited, stay with me, to a weekend at Bernie's.
Oh. It's kind of coming together now.
It is. You'll see.
It's too soon hearing the words beach house.
You did have a lead.
I did. At one point.
That was a clinic.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Power Trip Bets did put out updated odds yesterday, and Do Young Park now is the favorite to win the 2024 Initials Invitational.
That's aggressive.
No,
Man.
I mean,
I like Gurgie's tweet yesterday. Gurgie tweeted, beating Do Young Park last year in round 1 might be the greatest accomplishment of his entire life. Looking back.
yeah. I mean,
Pretty big upset if you look at it like that, but good for Gurgie. What really matters is this.
Okay. People sending me I got high stories. My father-in-law ate 100 milligram Rice Krispie bar
ugh.
and was so high, my mother-in-law had to help him go to the bathroom 1 and 2 as he sat in his recliner.
Oh, boy. In his recliner?
Yeah, don't do that.
Oh.
I think I told the story on the air, but I won't say who this is because it's somebody that I respect the hell out of. Told me he had one of those gummy ropes of gummies, like the nerds essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And was given an entire rope, but wasn't told how much to take. So he ate the whole thing, not knowing that it was about 120 milligrams.
Oh my God.
Yeah, don't do edibles.
Right. So by the time he called his buddy going like, I'm not feeling good. How much is this? And he's like, you ate the whole thing? And he was so high that essentially he pissed himself. But he thought he was going to die, right? Truly.
Yeah.
And they, somebody had to try to talk him down and say, you're going to be fine. You're just freaking out. But then I believe he pissed himself.
We were in Vegas, I don't know, 3 years ago, and a bunch of us were there, and we were sitting in the sports book, and somebody offered somebody a quarter of a gummy. And he'd had a couple of drinks. He took the whole thing. Later on, they all went to the strip club on the other side of the strip. He was so messed up, they wouldn't put him in a limo or cab to come back. He walked back to Planet Hollywood across the highway because he was so high.
Yeah.
And the worst part about all these stories is it's not like the getting too drunk stories where you don't remember it. You are hyper fixated and you remember
100%.
every
You're trying to live.
single detail
100%.
of these traumatic incidents. I wish I could forget that I got so high I was wheelchaired out of high school. I really wish that I could, but I can't.
But almost every story in the last 30 minutes that we've talked about, it's not like when you're drinking, you're going, and I thought I only had one beer, but I guess I had 15.
Yeah.
Right? Almost every story is I just was supposed to have a little bit of it, but I accidentally ate all of it. Or I thought I was going to have a quarter of a gummy, but I ate the whole thing because I didn't think it mattered. Like it's almost always a mistake on how much you eat, and that's the problem.
Why my gummies are marked so perfectly, either 5 or 10 milligrams. No confusion there, man. Because I will not go through that again.
Yep. No, I'm not.
Until 10 milligrams is almost too much for me. I'm not going to lie to you.
I've done them once. I'll never do them again. Too much for me.
Challenge accepted.
No, all right.
TJ Hawkinson is going to start camp on the PUP list. Same thing for Najee Thompson. Played a lot of special teams last year.
Yeah.
And then Dwayne McBride placed on the non-football injury list.
Oh, no.
But again, he's running back number 4-ish.
Yeah.
But what really matters is this.
I'm being told by my friend Scott that I sort of remember this. He said he found me completely smashed on verbenas, trying to get back to Planet Hollywood, but I was in an alley next to the Cosmo. He said he found me and I was singing verbena while I was walking down a sidewalk, which is a delicious drink. I don't remember any of that, but I don't doubt you, Scott. But I guess from the story, I probably shouldn't remember any of it. Here's from Kelly. She says, I got so high, I ate an entire coconut cream pie and sat in a chair and thought I was Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, God. That pie sounds amazing.
Wait, I need some elaboration.
Me too. That's the entire email.
All I care about is the pie, because that sounds amazing.
I thought it was maybe because she was sitting in a chair. I don't know. Maybe she thought oh my God, I hope you didn't
Like
think
the
you were
Lincoln
at
Memorial?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Hope she didn't think she was at the fourth theater.
Oh.
Hopefully she didn't think she was drafting up the 13th Amendment.
And verbenas are good. That's my favorite drink in the world.
Yeah.
The Cosmopolitan Bar.
The Chandelier Bar, right?
Chandelier Bar, yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. At the Cosmopolitan.
I love the Cosmo.
I've never had one.
Oh,
Same.
dude, so good.
Yeah, but I've done pretty well in the slots, and one time I ran into Hawk, and I just walked right by him.
Yeah, you sure did.
Just
Thank you
let
for
him
that.
be.
Best
You
thing
gotta
you've
let
ever
him
done
be.
for me.
Yeah.
You gotta let it be, brother.
Yeah, that was like the time he saw you and your family at the casino and pretending
Were you
he
hanging
didn't
out
see
with
you. so
my
he'd-
family
he'd
this
walk
weekend?
away.
I was not. I was not. I was the only one that didn't stop by. I was not there. I was with Abba Dabba for her birthday.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, no, it was cool. Yeah, but I did see you, and I did.
Yeah, but I don't blame you for that.
Thank you
I'm
for
not
not.
fun when it's going
It's
when
not
it
just
turns.
that. I don't go to casinos to have fun.
No,
with
that's
people.
why you know this.
I go there
Anytime
to feed my addiction.
you and I are in the same casino. Hey, where's Hawk? Oh, I think he's down at Mandalay Bay, and he's behind me in the high roller room.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, he's on the other side of the. He's at Circus watching people gamble.
Yeah, that's all I do. I wave at people.
Yeah.
They look happy, but I know
Circus
they're not.
is an asshole.
How dare you? You're right.
Yeah.
It does not look like it should still be open.
No, how?
Hi.
Between those last couple, right, like Win and Encore, and then the walk to Peppermill / now Fontainebleau.
Yeah.
I mean, Fontainebleau is an awesome casino. It's super nice.
Haven't been there yet.
Yeah.
Spectacular. But on that walk, it's like a 2-block walk from Peppermill. Who goes here?
It's Mad Max.
Circus.
It really is.
Just
It's
tear it
Mad
down.
Max
Yeah.
between that and downtown.
Yeah, tear
That
it
reminds
down.
me, part of the story I forgot to tell you about Muss thinking, he couldn't get back to the Planet Hollywood. He thought until yesterday that he walked back to Planet Hollywood from Fremont Street.
Which that would be.
Heavy core?
No.
Well, yeah, way back in the day.
Did you
'Cause
really?
The very first time I went to Vegas, my dad and I walked to the Stratosphere, which is essentially downtown. There's some more
Yeah.
to go to get to Fremont Street, but we walked to the Strat.
I mean, that's a very long way.
It's a long walk. But from Fremont Street to Planet Hollywood, somebody can Apple Map this or Google Map this. I bet that's a close to an hour walk. Because it takes from Planet Hollywood to get to the end of the strip, it's about a 25-minute walk, right? To get to Peppermill, well, maybe 30.
It's a 7.4 mile walk.
I was going to say,
or 7.4 miles from Planet Hollywood to East Fremont Street.
7.4?
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't feel right.
Yeah,
really?
Dude, it's really long. That's a long ways, man. I mean, that one's
7.4
that dead zone you were
miles?
talking about, like, that's, yeah, I mean, that's a long ways.
Hmm.
But just like everything in Vegas doesn't look that far until you try to walk it.
Man.
Hi,
Anyway,
Marcy.
Hi, Marnie.
Hi.
When's the last time you were so high you couldn't stand up? Or you had to poop on a recliner?
What is today? Tuesday?
Today's Tuesday.
It's never for me.
Okay.
And I don't say that as a hoity-toity, stuffy kind of gal. I say it as someone who's naturally a little bit hyper and wacky and afraid of things.
Yeah, but you like to have a drink or two or three or four from time to time?
Yeah.
So are you completely against trying gummies at some point in your life or not?
No, but I'm scared of what I would be like. And I think it would probably mellow me maybe more, but I don't have the need right now. So I'm not against it, and I certainly don't judge others.
Thank you.
I just haven't.
I would say the best thing to do is the safety of the Las Vegas Boulevard. That's where I would do it if I were you. Not in the privacy of your own
Right.
home. Just
Noted.
Las
Okay.
Vegas
Got it.
Boulevard on a Friday or Saturday night.
All right, let me check Expedia right now.
The news is next. Marnie Gellner is here. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.